Hi everyone, welcome back. So, Community Game 5, we are finally underway. So first of all, sorry for the delay in content the last week or so, it's been fairly barren. I was expecting obviously to be starting a lot of placement games and this Community Game 5 last week. Obviously they had to delay the update to make sure it was ready to roll out, so everything got put on hold for a week or so. But yeah, we're back at it now. I've got 4 placement games ongoing, so hopefully I'll be able to drop some videos about those soon. But for now, let's crack on with Community Game number 5. So I'll do a quick rundown of the players, and then we'll get started. So we have Delta playing as the Soviet Union. We have Racerman27 playing as Germany. We have myself playing as the UK. We have TPangforLife playing as Japan. And we have JDK playing as the US. Okay, so let's just do a quick rundown of the first round moves so far. So, Delta, 4 infantry, 3 artillery. He had a pretty strong West Russia, which is nice, but we didn't manage to take Ukraine, unfortunately. So Germany has got a bomber, which is kind of annoying. Germany, again, started purchases, 11 infantry, 2 artillery. I'm a bit of a dilemma already in this one. I've just been looking at the board for a while, thinking what I want to do here. It's a bit awkward because there's a lot of subs left. There's a transport here, and I can't kill that with anything else apart from my aircraft. And it needs to die because I'm not intending on dropping units into the UK this round. So I'm thinking possibly of not taking the Japanese ships here. I could risk a cruiser going for it, I suppose. Depends how risky we want to go, that's the problem. Because I need to kill this transport and battleship basically, because we're getting... Africa's getting threatened already. And with the bomber support as well, the pressure's going to come pretty quickly here. So I need to try and defend this as best I can. I think I have to take out this transport. That's the thing. So yeah, we'll try that. So I'm not going to do a fleet just at the moment. Let's go for a bit of defense first. Just to get a few more. Yeah, this is a really peculiar first round actually. It's a bit unusual. Just thinking how greedy I want to be here. So I want to move the fleet up through the canal and keep them reasonably safe in Season 17. That also means we're giving the Japanese a bit of a head start with the transport, but I think taking this out is the priority, and I can't do everything at once. I can kill the transport, but yeah, I'm just thinking what I want to do. Fighters. Let's go for a heavy. Yeah, a bit of a defensive purchase first of all, and yeah, let's just try that. I'm sorry if I'm letting my team down already, but we'll see what happens. So we use the bomber obviously in the transport, we use the destroyer, we use one of the fighters here, and this fighter here. So the 2 fighters can land, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the one of them can land back here, okay. Yeah, 1 fighter can land back in Egypt, as well as a lot of infantry are going to be moving in as well. So that should be safe from everything here, hopefully. Let's go double check the odds actually. Okay, the odds we're giving ourselves is around 50-50 here. If I carry on with what I'm intending to do, I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to try and get greedy here and try and kill the transport and destroyer with 1 cruiser. That's risky, but I want to be able to land the carrier back here, or the plane back here once we've done it. Yeah, because it's relatively safe apart from it can get hit by 1 bomber, but that should be fine. As long as we kill the battleship here, I think it should be okay, so we can probably save the carrier. I'm going to get risky. I'm going to go for a cruiser attack here, see what happens. And we'll reinforce Egypt with some infantry as well, of the transport, and try and keep everything safe in 17. Obviously kill the transport. I think for now, what I'll do, I'll just reinforce, or help reinforce thingy. West Russia possibly? Yeah, let's do that. Let's reinforce West Russia. We'll save these ships for now, we'll pull them back to the American coast and just keep them safe from any German subs that might be lurking around. We'll have to deal with this at some point. It's a bit annoying. having that bomber alive is such a pain in the ass for the Allies, because it obviously means it can range so much more of the sea zones around the UK and Germany. So you've got to keep an extra close eye on where your ships are, and you can't leave any transports undefended. Apart from that, am I going to do anything else? I think that's probably what I can do. I really hope we get some clean hits here as well. I'll probably take the destroyer as the first hit, I guess. Try and save the bomber. That'll be useful. I think that is all. The biggest risk here is obviously going for the transport. It's a bit greedy. But I'm going to try it. If we get lucky, we get lucky. We'll see what happens. Let's do it. So, this is the main fight. We need to win this one as cleanly as possible. Good. That's good. So, we'll take the destroyer as a hit. That's good. Okay, I'm going to get punished for our greed here, or we're going to get lucky. Okay, no hits yet. Okay, hit, no hit. Oh, such a shame, such a shame. Oh, would have been nice. Been really nice. Okay, so let's move these guys up. Oops. Yeah, so I think, yeah, Egypt should be safe for one more round. We've got more fighters coming into India as well to defend if we need to. So we should be able to hold on here for now, which is good. Obviously, we can't lose Africa this early because it would just be crippling for the economy. Let's get you moving. Let's get you on this side of things. Yeah, looks good. Obviously, India's looking fairly weak right now, but we'll be dropping some fighters in there as well, so it shouldn't be all buffered up in a second. Apart from that, I think that's all we want to do, really. Yeah, a bit annoying about this whole situation over here. The bomber adds an extra element to this dropping a fleet here round one. I don't think it's going to be safe to do that, as well as, you know, everything else. I think we'll play it safe, get some fighters on the board, and go from there. So. Yeah, to be fair, this is a purchase I've very rarely made. I think it's the UK. Very strange, but needs must, I guess. Yeah, so we might be able to make a bit of a play against the German troops in Africa now, hopefully. We've got a lot of infantry, we've got a good aerial support as well, so we could take on this next time if we need to. Try and clear a bit of space for ourselves. Then obviously we need to think about getting a fleet down. We're going to go, I don't mind saying, we're going to go KGF this game. So I'm recording this and I'll be uploading it after the fact, so it won't give anything away strategy-wise. But yeah. So we're going to go KGF. I think we'll try and drop our fleet next turn if we can. How much IPC? We've got 36 to drop. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll move our 2 planes back as well. There we go. That's my round 1 anyway. So we'll jump back in round 2 and I'll give a summary of what's happened with the rest of the goes. Okay, we're back for round 2. So I'll quickly run through the events for round 1 for Japan and the US, and we'll skip on forward to round 2, Russia, Germany, and then I will make my move. Right, so round 1, Japan. Transport, carrier. Interesting purchase there, actually, carrier and 3 infantry. So he's going pretty heavy on the fleet here. Yeah, USA could be potentially threatened if he decides to move forward, because he's got a big fleet, really big fleet. In terms of combat, he had a very nice round 1 as well. Lost very little. Some good land battles he had. Good Pearl Harbor as well. He lost 1 sub and 1 fighter. That's pretty much expected. So yeah, pretty good round for Germany. Japan. Round 1. I've got to be careful, obviously, of keeping India secure in this kind of situation. I want to be able to support, obviously, Russia, because Germany is pushing a little bit. But I do need to make sure India holds for now. Yeah, as I mentioned before, because of these planes sitting around, there's a lot more aircraft, German aircraft in the air, like, you know, hovering around. So I'm going to be careful about where I'm placing things right now and defending. So yeah, but India is still a priority. I'm hoping, actually, I wasn't sure if I could drop a fleet this round, but I think I may be able to, but we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so yeah, that was Japan round 1. USA, 2 transports, carrier and destroyer. Obviously we couldn't do much combat wise. we decided to leave the cruiser near Pearl Harbor because it's not really going to affect us too much. We're just prepping, obviously, for the big flood against Germany. These subs were a bit of an issue. They were sitting in Sea Zone 7 at the end of round 1. We weren't too sure what to do. We tried to potentially bait them into an attack in Sea Zone 1 here by just having the destroyer up there, tempting them in, and then we could have finished them off next round. But they moved to Sea Zone 13 in round 2, which is good for us, actually. I think that's going to make them an easy target as we take Morocco. But yeah, we're just not much to say for the US turn. It was more just prepping for the future rounds. So we're obviously moving all the fleet down, getting everything in position. Round 2, Russia. Obviously, good purchases, heavy on the infantry. We had a decent combat move. We especially took Ukraine, Belarus, and Karelia. Unfortunately for Delta, I've done this as well. I think we've probably all done this at some point. He skipped through the non-combat by mistake. So, because originally we would have had enough in West Russia to prevent Germany stacking Karelia, because we had the Ukraine, Belarus. We could have moved everything out of out of the Caucasus and Russia into West Russia to prevent them stacking this. But unfortunately, yeah, he forgot to move. So West Russia was probably not quite as strong as it should have been, and yeah, he's stacked Karelia now. But it's not a problem. What I'm hoping we can do for round 3, Russia, is we take the Ukraine back, and then again move everything into West Russia. And I've calculated based on what he's got here. Assuming we take Ukraine, I think West Russia is still more than safe. So we're okay for now. It's getting a little bit more dicey up here now because obviously all the aircraft, the German aircraft in play, but still we're okay. We're okay. We're hanging on there. I intend to try and help out as much as I can with my fighters because obviously I've got a lot more on the board than I normally would have, at least at this stage, because obviously we've not dropped the fleet yet. So we're going to try and help out. But as I said, yeah. So Germany round 2, again, good purchases from. I know it's Shields on here, but he's called Racerman Disco. I'm not sure what he wants me to call him. I guess I can go Shields just for the sake of ease, because I'll probably forget otherwise. I'll keep mixing it up. But yeah, so Racerman or Shields, solid purchasing, 11 infantry, 2 artillery. So getting a nice infantry front line. I think we'll just have to try and keep digging away at the front line, and while we get our our transports mobilised, because we are delayed here. This sub force that survived, and also the bomber and the aircraft nearby sort of delayed us a little bit in mobilising, so I think we're probably a round or so behind where we would have been normally, but yeah, we're hanging in there. So anyway, round 2 for me now, purchases. So obviously I need to keep stacking India with units. I can't leave it without anything. Given where he's putting his aircraft this round, Shields, I think I can probably get away with the fleet actually now. I was going to wait until round 3, but I think we should be okay to drop it now, because he's only got 2 fighters in the Baltic States. He's obviously got the bomber, but that's it that's in range of Sea Zone 7. He's got 2 fighters down here and obviously 1 over here, so this one can't reach. So yeah, I think we're okay to drop it this round. And also, obviously, these 3 subs should die to the American forces that will be landing in Morocco this round. So I feel safe enough to drop a fleet. So we're going to go for cruiser, carrier. We'll obviously move these 2 fighters from West Russia, and then reinforce West Russia with a few more fighters from around here. We're obviously getting 3 line units as well for India, and that's going to be it for purchases. Let's crack on. So, as I'd expected, obviously, I was hoping he wouldn't, but I expected him to move his troops away from Libya, sorry. Let's get these 2 mixed up. Yeah, so he's pulled back, which is the right choice, obviously. Means I couldn't flood the attack against these guys. So we just got to pincer them with American and UK troops and hopefully kill them off at some point. But for now, I don't think I want to stack this, actually. I think I'm just going to blitz through and take it. I'm just concerned about, obviously, there's a lot of aircraft nearby. I've got 2 in Italy and 2 in Algeria. So my fleet's slightly more in danger. And the fact that I have to stack India as well as West Russia and move these guys to the sea zone, that means I'm a little bit short on fighters to defend the fleet. So I'm thinking of pulling the fleet through the Suez Canal, dropping them off in 33, because they should be safe from any kind of attacks from Japan from there. and just waiting in Egypt. I don't mind not having these top bits because obviously JDK, that is his name. I apologise. Still memorising everyone's name. Yeah, I'm assuming he can take out these German troops, but I'm nearby if needed. That's fine. I could go for a cheeky landing in France, but I don't really think that works. I don't want to throw in my troops unnecessarily, so I think we'll delay that for now. But yeah, apart from that, I'm not too sure we're doing anything else combat-wise this round. I do have a bomber though, this is a point. Just thinking what I could do with this bomber. So I'm obviously not going to use it for defence. I think I might try and just fly it back to Britain and do some bombings on Germany. I think that's probably the best option. Yeah, I'll fly it back over there. We're not going to use it for defence, so that's fine. Other than that, I don't think we're doing... Yeah, I think that's all our combat moves this turn. Just thinking I could possibly take out these... Yeah, I'd rather have the destroyer alive though. I think I'm going to keep that. I'm thinking of attacking the subs with my bomber. I could probably get 2, maybe even win the battle, but it's a bit risky. And I think I'd rather have more defences ship-wise with the fleet. I think I'll just keep that alive. So, okay, let's just do that. So non-combat, we'll move this guy up. Obviously, let's get these guys into play. I'm going to keep. Oh, that's what. There was something. Damn it! I said to Delta and JDK, I was going to try and take out this cruiser with the sub. I always forget something. There's always one thing you forget. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Let's keep the sub in the kind of Pacific anyway, just try and harass a little bit. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoops. Oh well. Right, let's pull these guys through. Get you back to Britain. These guys are safe to move out now because these subs should be dead soon. Like, bomber can't... No, that bomber can't reach. Yeah. So we might be able to take something up here, possibly, in round 3. We'll see, though. Fighters, let's get everything moving. So, on 2, swap you out, and let's swap you guys out as well. If I can select this fighter somehow. There we go. Yeah, I want to keep all the infantry together here. I have to say that it's been a challenging start, I think, because Russia had a really bad Ukraine, and Germany and Japan both had good starts. I think obviously having 2 extra aircraft for Germany is always going to be huge in the opening because it gives the Allies a lot more to consider when dropping the fleet and sort of moving their transports around. So I think it's been a good start for the Axis. I think we're just going to have to, you know, plough through and try and do our best and claw this one back. But it's a good challenge though. It's yeah, we're discussing things behind the scenes, the Allied team. So yeah, we are thinking things through. So hoping we can come out with a win still, but we'll see. In terms of non-combat, I think that is pretty much everything. I know India's safe because you can't really drop too much yet. Round 3 might be a different story, but we'll see. Yeah, we good? I think we're good. So let's get this fleet dropped and get the lads back in India. Done. Okay, so how are we looking? Yeah, we're obviously still way behind on the attack power. That's probably something to do with the aircraft, obviously still alive. But yeah, that's all right. We're doing okay so far. Just got to get things mobilised. It's going to be a bit delayed, as I mentioned, but we're starting to get things running now. I think this move with the subs was probably a mistake. I think he probably should have kept them back. If he played more defensively, it would have obviously delayed me even further, because having them in like C-Zone 5 would have been a real pain for us, because we couldn't have flushed them out, really. It would have been really tricky to get them out. But here, they're sort of in a natural position to attack on the way to Morocco, so that's good for us. Anyway, that's it for round 2 for me, at least, and I'll join you... see you back for the round 3. Take care.